Studios production. No experts, no insiders, just fans.
Transmission from Marked Out Wrestling Podcast begins in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin broadcast.
And welcome to the Monday Night Rawsome Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. RJ Black here. Steve Awesome in attendance, eating a brownie.
That's delicious.
Yeah, it's just I made me some peanut butter brownies before we went on. Peanut butter.
Oh my God.
And fudge brownies.
Peanut butter jelly time.
Where they at? Where they at? In my belly. In my belly. Heartburn later. Heartburn later. And as you heard, Adam Baum is filling in for the broken Brian tonight. Adam, say hi.
Hey, Brian's going to be here tomorrow night, though, as guest host on SmackDown, so it's a good trade-off.
Oh, well, then good for you. That's wonderful. So we're here to recap Raw, to talk about what happened tonight on Raw, which was, let's give our two grades first, guys. We're going to give our crowd grade and our overall grade. Just to start out before we jump into it, I'm going to go ahead and give my crowd grade. I'm going to give them a solid B. Solid B. There was moments of disappointment, but there was moments where I really enjoyed that crowd. And I give the show overall a low score B, a B minus, in my opinion. Adam?
I like the crowd. They were a little inconsistent with some people like Elias, but overall I thought the crowd was very engaged because the matches were kind of long, but the storylines weren't really there tonight. So I give them a credit. I'd probably give them a B+. The show itself, maybe a C+.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Stevie?
I gave the crowd a B+ tonight. I thought they were, better than average reaction than compared to other big cities, and just a B+ for the overall production tonight.
All right,
it wasn't half bad.
Sounds good. Hey, let's meet the. We're here. If you're on the podcast, we're also live on Twitch, not YouTube. Not till February 2018. But we are live on Twitch. So if Adam, who is not chewing the brownie, because Steve is. If you would like to tell us who we have on the live board, the twitch.com, or the Twitch live board, rather.
No clue, because I'm still trying to get logged in.
Teddy Hart was first on the board. He said, what's up? Stike Leather's with us. Perfect 11. And
Juan
Rodriguez. Hey, what's up, Juan?
Justin Reside.
He's also with us.
Reside. He said Reside. He says crowd gets a B+, show gets an A-. You know what? He must be thinking what I'm thinking. Lots of Roman, big grade, right?
Berto's with us, too.
Heavy grade. Berto's there. Hello, Herberto. So let's go ahead and jump into the topics that we want to talk about.
Extra big-ass topics.
So here we go. Here's our extra big-ass topics for tonight's Monday Night Raw. We're going to start with number 1, reaction. Number 2, Dumpy and the Boss. Number 3, you can handle that. Number 4, you open with it, but we won't. And number 5, I didn't order mushrooms, did I? Let's start out with number 1. All right, topic number 1 is going to be reaction. So we're going to jump in here to the main event, obviously, the tag team title match between Cesaro and the Shield Bastards. What should we call them?
The Shield Bastards?
I don't know. I was trying to think of a name. I don't like them. I don't like them because I think they hold Roman back. But a good name for Rollins and Dean.
Oh, that's why you want to change it.
Yeah.
Rollins and Dean just by themselves?
Dollins?
Dollins.
Scene?
The Lunatic Authority? I don't know.
He's like he's not the architect, is he? What is he? Is he the architect?
Yes.
Yeah, the crazy architect. I like that.
Crazy
Kingslayer.
That's too much to say. All right, fuck it. I don't care. So they had the match, and then they ended with the. And I personally think it should have just ended with the disqualification, and then left it there. I really do. I think the other stuff was a little bit on the extra side.
You didn't buy into the whole reaction that the crowd gave to that DQ?
No. If that was intended to be the end, I thought that was a high point to end on, where you pissed the crowd off. You got a strong reaction over that ending, and then you fade to black with people just pissed about it.
Okay, by that logic, I will agree with you.
Yeah.
Because at least you go away with some heat, or you go away with some controversy that people are going to take to Twitter and stuff and fight about.
Right.
You're right there. I was kind of right there with the crowd. I thought that we deserved better because they've been teasing this for 3 friggin' weeks,
Right.
and even before Survivor Series, we knew there was going to be a rematch.
And, well, they've been teasing, Steve. They've been teasing that they were going to get the belt, and then the Shield was going to have all the gold, and so that was the tease. And even without the DQ finish, they don't have all the belts.
Well, until Roman, your boy Roman, loses his IC title.
That will never happen.
Yeah.
He will have it so long it'll become petrified around his waist.
He's going to be pushed for the Universal title.
He's going to drag it on the ground. You know,
You can't have that belt and IC, please no.
No, you know, I got in a fight on Facebook. A bunch of guys who were on the thread talking about Roman dragging the belt, and they were saying, you know, how he disrespects the belt. And I was like, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
He drags the belt, and that's okay. Matter of fact, it's what you do when you're a face. That's what you do. You drag the belt when you're a face. Roman's awesome. So, looking at what are you doing? Are you typing on the board? Or are you talking with us?
I got a little distracted. Stike Leathers had his baby girl.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
he actually watched the show from the hospital. He's at the hospital right now participating in our show.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Twitch
I
in
hope it doesn't
hospital.
get him in trouble, but we know Carmen's a fan too.
Right, and as all of us here have had that moment in the hospital with babies, Adam, the most recent here, we understand that what's going on right now. So if the baby is asleep and you're awake, you're an idiot. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
If the baby's asleep, you need to be fucking asleep.
I slept in that damn Murphy bed or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
it was.
it fucking and Steve.
Uncomfortable as hell, but I was so tired I passed the fuck out in it.
Oh yeah, and in Steve's day, they had like gravel beds they had to lay on.
They give him a blanket.
No, we had hay.
You go sleep in the barn.
So congratulations, Stike Leather. That's really cool, man. We'd love to know the name if you don't mind telling us, so we can reference it all the time and give you shit. You know, kind of how it works. Anything else? I mean, okay, let's get to the belts here. The belts, Cesaro. What happens? Is there going to be the match is restarted, so you can't say, well, now you got to fight him again.
You said a second ago the whole thing that you thought that the Shield was going to get all the gold. I just didn't like the ending. I didn't think for a second that Shield was going to get all the gold. I thought that there was going to be a screw job. I would have rather it be a DQ, not because Sheamus got them disqualified, but because Joe attacked then.
Yeah,
That would
instead-
be
before that.
I think that would be kind of the middle ground there.
Okay.
The match ends. You set up you continue the feud because it wasn't settled, and it's not either guy nobody's getting anywhere, and Joe is furthering the storyline of with Roman.
So
Right.
Because these are his buddies.
do they now that the Shield had their rematch for the tag titles, but now they're teasing this 6-on-6 or this 3-on-3 match, right? So are we going to see a continued program with Cesaro and Rollins and Ambrose?
I hope that we finally see what I've been begging for is a 6-man match for all the gold. Roman walks in as IC, and the Bar walks in as tag champs, so you know that one side is going to end that match with all the gold.
What do you think, Stevie?
I wouldn't mind to see that, but who gets the IC? Who deserves to have the IC?
It would
Who
be
gets the IC?
it would be Joe if that
Anybody
team
else?
won.
Nobody else?
Yeah, no, you'd have to set it up like that. I mean, obviously,
the way you're doing it now.
yeah,
yes.
I doubt Sheamus would be like, no, fuck that. I want the goddamn IC title now.
Yeah, and Joe, you can take my tag title if we,
That would go off like a whore in church. Yeah, I don't think. no.
it would be obvious, and if the tag titles switch sides, it would be obvious that Ambrose and Rollins would get it.
All right.
But I just think it's a better angle than doing a 6-man match where the belts aren't irrelevant, and that's what I feel like they're heading to is a 6-man match where the belts are irrelevant.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, just an update. Stikelether has not had the baby yet. So her name is going to be Carmen San Diego. Ha. But Juan says, do not name the baby Rob or Adam. Probably
That's
because
funny,
she's a
Juan.
girl, you idiots. My God. What is wrong with Juan? Has Trump completely infected his brain? Are you that gone? Jesus, Juan. Jesus. Jesus. All right. Quit trying to take Steve's thunder.
I like it.
All right,
I wish
that's-
I had the sound effect.
That's enough of that fucking
I need a
topic.
button.
All right. No, you don't get my button.
Oh God, number 2.
Number 2 is Dumpy in the boss. Now I hope Jason Duran. I don't think he knows we're on fucking Twitter. But if JD was here.
We're on Twitch, by the
Yeah.
way.
Oh, Twitch. I don't know the social medias.
He knows how to call in.
No.
Yeah,
But
but does he know we're on? We're actually.
I'm just glad he's not here because the boss obviously refers to Sasha Banks. Dumpy should obviously refer to
What did Brian call it? Weathered?
weathered. She looks weathered. Now, we're not here to shame someone or talk about them in a bad,
The leader
derogatory
of
manner,
absolution.
but we are men.
How long of a break did she have? Was it a little over a year?
Yeah, about a year.
And she didn't wrestle technically anywhere. Well, she looks like she's not in wrestling shape. Is the nice way to say it.
She looks gooey.
Yeah, she does
And
not.
again, no, we're not hitting on her saying she's an ugly girl.
No.
What we're saying is, as far as a wrestling competitor, she does not look like she's in ring shape.
Exactly.
She looks
This
gooey.
actually paints her face like slightly more white than it already is.
Well, that distracts from her belly.
And the other weird thing is standing next to Mandy Rose. I'm sorry.
Oh,
yeah, it's hard to compare.
Yeah, it's just like, Paige, what did you do to yourself?
apparently, see, you create monsters, Adam.
I do.
You do, because everybody, like, you give them their little sound effects. Oh, play my sound effect,
Teddy.
man.
Yeah,
Oh, Teddy wants his.
Yeah, here you go, Teddy. Here you go.
Oh man, I have no idea what's going on.
There you go, Teddy. Yeah, dang it.
And the name is Ashley Lynn Steichler.
Oh, Ashley Lynn Steichleather. All right.
Okay.
Sounds like a Jedi. I don't know. No?
No.
I think so.
Maybe
Whatever.
with a hyphen and breaking up the syllables.
Look at Juan. Beautiful name. Shut up, Juan. Just shut up. All right. So anyway,
Is
look-
Juan the one who steals the baby pictures?
yeah. Wow. Run, Steichleather. Run. Now, speaking of this match, though, dumping the boss, Paige and Sasha, away from the male locker room critical, I got to do an apology tour later fucking comments. The match itself, I have to give 2 thumbs up. I applaud this match. The girls,
Yeah,
they put on a good match. Anything?
I would agree.
Okay.
The match was good.
You would, but you won't.
But it was taken away from the shape that she was in. And Perfect 11 may have summed up my
Wow.
thoughts the best.
Wow.
He says, Paige looked like a heroin addict only a few months ago, so I don't mind if she has a few extra pounds right now while she's working herself into ring shape. And that's what I would want to focus on, is that Sasha looked strong in that match, but Paige was the one who was supposed to look strong, is my only criticism negatively about the match. The match was good, the girls were good, the spots were good.
No.
Mike, this is supposed to be like, I'm the leader of this group. I need to stand tall.
No.
And she didn't.
You know,
And
you
wanna
if anything, Mandy
squash
Rose and Sonya
Sasha,
Deville
too.
looked great because they took out Bailey and Mickey like they were fucking nothing.
Come on. Just wrestling 101, man. Paige is the heel.
Of course.
Sasha's the face. The heel makes the face look big, strong, and invincible. That's the oldest storyline in the world. And here we are right now. Paige is the heel, and she's in there with the face. Doesn't mean she won't win the match, but she's going to take the ass whooping. Right?
Yeah.
It's a fair assessment. I'll give you that.
It's fair. It's absolutely
Alicia
correct.
Fox.
I just disagree with it because of the angle you're playing is that we're coming out and kicking everyone's ass. We're taking names, and this is our new angle. That's my issue with it. It's
But who won?
Paige did.
Okay, and that's all you're going to remember down the road.
Okay.
You know,
If I remember this at all.
well, you probably won't.
No.
I've heard about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
The granny panties, that leather studded granny panties that Paige was wearing. I won't forget that.
Yeah, I think they're doing this
Thank
right.
God she changed for the second segment.
I think they're doing this right. I think they're doing the angle with the women right. Now, there's something to be said about, as your co-host the other day said, the copy and Control V paste on SmackDown. I mean, that's a whole different topic. But if we just look at Raw by itself, which was the originator before the paste motion, if we just look at Raw, I like the angle they're doing with these women. And we've always said we hated the multi-women fucking situations, but they're doing this one right.
You made me think of something the executive producer said a long time ago.
Yeah.
When he was like, don't the creative teams for each show talk to each other at all? Like, hey, we just did this last night. You know?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was that we were talking about back then, but it was something where he's like, do they really like not get together and realize they're booking the exact same shit?
And here's the funny thing is, and we say that as a joke, which is funny, but in reality, we know if you listen to anybody from the industry or Bruce Pritchard on his podcast will tell you that there was no separate creative teams. There was no separate writing teams. There's probably not now. It's Vince and whoever he listens to. But it's the same. So that makes it even worse. The fact that you have the same writing team, like, hey, I got an idea for Monday. oh, that's a great idea. I got an idea for Tuesday. The same thing. I like it.
Yeah, like you know that's another great point because you know that he has to sign off on this shit. So he's
ultimately
involved.
it's his decision,
Right?
Yes.
So how does he not know, Steve?
I know. That's
You're the old timer. I mean,
plus
when do you start losing it?
And then people next to him consulting him is like, "You sure this is a great idea?" And he'll probably say, "Yeah, let's go with it."
He's got 2 on each shoulder.
Right. We want to say hi to Kingler4. Welcome to the chat board.
What's up?
Anything on the board, real quick, on this topic that's within the context of the topic?
No, but I'm surprised they're getting as gross as they are without Noah on the board.
Oh, is Noah not here? I didn't even pay attention. All right.
I know.
Somebody doesn't show up on the screen because their name is in black ink. I think that's hilarious. So I don't know who that is.
Oh, on the video itself.
Yeah, it's funny.
On our feed.
Oh, that's Kingler.
But it's there in the chat.
Kingler4. Okay.
Yeah, we see you.
All right. So the women, I thought they did a good job. I think there's promise in this storyline. The Asuka thing, I'm still trying to
How's
process.
she gonna fit in with the whole faction? Because it's going to be her against them, and who else really?
Yeah, and who else? I mean, you can build the women against them, but my thing is tonight was the moment. Tonight was the night you needed to have Asuka attack one of them. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be your trapped little fucking guinea pig.
I mean, I thought it was okay what they did.
Yeah, but no,
Again?
The tease, just one more. I mean, yeah, you make it interesting.
I was okay with it because of the Foxy result. That's how they had to play that out. But Asuka, the little head move she gave at the beginning was like, I'm kind of done with you people, and then walked out. I was hoping that she was going to attack one of them.
Yeah.
Just go after one of them.
I thought she's going to play. I'm not playing this game right now. But,
yeah, I mean, it's a potato moment here, right? Steve's like, I like it, and we're like, it could have been better.
Yeah.
So no one's wrong here except for Steve.
Whatever.
But it is what it is. I want to see what's going to happen with Asuka. Is it going to be an Asuka Page program? Is that an obvious thing, or is Asuka going to run through
absolution?
No. They won't flip her. That would be an incredible swerve.
No, I'm saying for her to finally lose or whatever, it's because of a 3-on-1 situation.
Oh, I guess they are setting her up for a fall, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking she would run through them individually and then get the Page.
I mean, right now we clearly know that Dana Brooke is not going to win.
My brother says Paige wins the title at Rumble, then Asuka beats Paige at Mania.
Paige and Asuka at Mania?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if is that the big enough bill?
No,
I think
not what we want to see.
Yeah,
we want to see Charlotte. And
yeah,
Asuka.
I think Paige has lost a lot of stock. I don't know if she's going to come in and get a feature match at Mania.
I wouldn't mind seeing Asuka Paige. I don't think they're going to draw it out till then, but at SummerSlam. Because I just want to see Asuka fight somebody else first, but maybe they have to do what Stevie's suggesting because Charlotte's still on the other show, and they just did interpromotional shit.
Yeah. So, all right. So you think it's going to be Paige and Alexa Bliss, and then Asuka and Paige? Wow, I don't like it.
How's Alexa Bliss fit in all this too? Yeah, we never consider that.
Well, if this is the case, if they're just going to run Asuka and Paige to the top, which it looks like they're doing, then Alexa will lose. What's the next? Clash of Champions is SmackDown, right?
Right. She's going to probably hold it till Rumble.
And don't even mention about Nia Jax now.
Whoever said it on the board, she's going to lose it at Rumble. Yeah, Stikelether said that.
Yeah, she'll lose it at Rumble to Paige. And then
sets up the Asuka program. And maybe Asuka wins. Maybe Asuka wins that Women's Battle Royal. And there's your angle of Asuka versus Paige.
We don't know there's going to be a Women's Battle Royal yet.
Or Royal Rumble. There absolutely will be.
No, God, somebody would have to know.
I know you're the new guy, but this is the type of
somebody
stuff
would
that
have
I'm
to know
about.
that's a bad idea. Somebody would have to have the balls to look at Vince and go, "Look, boss."
Let's promote the hell out of it. The first ever.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
But
what's your argument against it?
It just saturates the night. You want to see some singles competition as well as the Rumble, which is the main event.
So you open up the night with the women,
terms.
Then you put your singles in between, and you close with the main event.
So you open the night with the Women's Royal Rumble.
Why not?
Have you watched a Women's Royal Rumble before, or Battle Royal?
I've watched a Women's Battle Royal, and it sucked dick.
Okay.
I've watched a ton of Royal Rumbles that were great because there was a lot of times when it was two guys in the ring actually having a match waiting for the next guy to come out.
So who's the surprise number 15 going to be? Fucking Mae Young's corpse?
No, it'll be the hand baby.
Wow.
It's got to be
second generation wrestler.
I know. The hand's got to be, 17 years old now?
Han Young?
Yeah.
Wow. We're off the rails.
Yeah.
All right, number 3.
Yeah, let's go on.
3,
Topic number 3 is going to be you can't handle that. Now, I intended to open this with what we actually titled it for, but I want to pull that in on the backside, right? Which is kind of funny and
Pun intended.
Pun intended. You'll get it when we get there. It's funny in my head right now. But I want to go right into the cruiserweight match because I was excited about this match throughout it.
Yeah.
It started slow, Steve, but I've watched all these guys in PWG.
Right.
I've watched all these guys do indie matches that blew the fucking armory away they were in or whatever fucking little fucking field house they were doing it in, right? I watched them do this. And they tonight were not only given the freedom to do what they can do, they were given the time to do what they could do, and they fucking shined.
Yeah, it was a Cedric Alexander show to me, man. He was all over the place.
He was.
Everybody looked good though.
Mustafa Ali was showing his ass,
Right.
But and I mean, I want your take, Adam, on just the wrestling because I thought it was such a change in direction for them.
My take is great match. A match. Best match of the night. Easily. My takeaway is how can they not get these guys over? How can they not get the viewership up on 205 Live? How can they not give these guys enough storyline and worth to make them an NXT type for the cruiserweights? Because they only get an hour every week, but unlike NXT, they get to travel the road. And from what I heard
Right.
from Estrada tonight, the Dark Show match was Tozawa and Brian Kendrick on the pre-show. So they're getting time even on the pre-show when they don't have 2 matches on the card. And they're getting lots of airtime with Enzo. What do we got to do to get these guys? Because they steal the show every time they're on Raw.
It's time.
Don't you agree?
Oh yeah, they do.
Every
if
time.
if they're given the creative freedom to do so,
Okay,
right? If they're allowed to go out and wrestle.
not just told here.
And
We
they
want
have
2
good
spots.
storyline like the Jack Gallagher thing too. We got to consider those guys, and then everything.
But that's why I'm
Anyway.
wondering. Even he was great, Steve. Why are they not buying
So
in?
here's my thought on this: why the cruiserweights are not getting over like we think they should with their abilities. My thought is that we are in the period, and we are in the opening period of a transition of fandom.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, you look at like the NWO time, late '90s. That was a transition of fandoms. The for opening fan base is your Hulk Hogan cartoon character, kids and fucking rock star kind of shit era. That's what it was, right? And then that fan base began to grow up and change in the late '90s. And they wanted it edgier. They wanted it to be an adult product
John
because,
Cena-ish.
right? Like I've been watching wrestling all my life. I'm an adult now. I want something to reflect what I want, and either I'm going to leave and not watch anymore, or you're going to change it, which they changed it. Now, to me, right now, we're in that period where you see the indie fan, which is so fucking passionate, and you see the NXT fan, which is basically the same thing. It is so fucking passionate,
Right.
And they right now are the minority when it comes to professional wrestling fans, but they are growing into the majority. They are eating into it. So these guys, if they give them patience, if they're patient with them, this fan base is going to change. It is going to be a more appreciative of the art type of fan base. But you have to give them time to get there. And I think right now we're just like, give me more storylines, be like everybody else. But they're not. They're different.
Kingler on the board, he says that he was really glad they got the time they got.
Yeah.
And that just echoes your point of why we loved it so much. But Steichler has another take, too. He says it pisses him off that they buried Cedric at the end again.
Yeah.
I think Cedric
Cedric did all the finishers, but
Yeah.
got shoved out of the ring.
Cedric shined tonight.
He did.
If I had a rub award on my show, I would. He got the rub tonight, and
But not the win.
but not the win. But that's okay. The long game here. All right,
that's okay.
Gulak was a great win. I loved
Yeah,
the
this is
Gulak
neat.
win.
Yeah.
So
I'm
out
a
of
Gulak fan.
out of left field, I think it's going to set up a really good match if they do it right. But you're right. Cedric Alexander is a very talented performer, and he deserves to get a shot at the spotlight at the bright lights, and he will.
And so-
I think they're positioning him after tonight for bigger things, possibly a Mania push.
But Gulak versus Swan, we know Gulak's not going to go fight Enzo. So Swan is going to fight Enzo. Stikelether's on the board saying, that really doesn't do anything for him. And it doesn't do anything for me either.
No.
Justin Reside said Enzo and Nia Jax equals awkward.
Well, we're going to get there in a minute.
Right.
We're going to get there. We're not there. But
Hold that, Stevie.
God
Come on.
damn it, Steve. God
He
damn
told
it.
you he wanted to wait for that to be
Jesus.
at the end. He even made a pun, God damn it.
Jesus, Steve.
Fuck.
Jesus.
Christ.
That's right, man.
Jesus. See, I lost my fucking place after all that.
Yeah, you're never good at that.
I'm horrible at that. No, okay. It's inconsequential. Enzo gets over on Swan. Swan getting the title makes no sense unless it's a quick run, like a week or two, and he loses it again.
Right.
And Enzo beating Swan makes him even more hated as much as he already is, kayfabe or not, right? So why not build Cedric as this badass as you started doing tonight, so that you can push it to Mania where you have this ultra heel where either you really hate him or you kayfabe hate him versus this young, talented upstart that's been showing his ass for fucking 3-4 months. And then you battle them at Mania, and it's the old, again, another one of the oldest fucking storylines in the book.
Let me give you a different take on this.
Cedric wins.
Let me give you a different take on this real
Okay,
quick.
sure.
The last 3 champions have been guys that have entered the division. Just fresh into the division. Neville comes in, wins the title.
Right.
Okay, then we have Enzo comes in, wins the title. Kalisto comes in, wins the title. Hideo Itami Tozawa joins the division. He wins the title. Now Hideo Itami's going to join the division. Is he just going to win the title? I think you're killing guys like Cedric Alexander who have been there since day one.
Yeah.
Literally. I know it hasn't been that long.
Literally.
But they haven't given them the spot. At least Rich Swann has it on his resume. At least
When is
TJP,
Hideo
at
is
least
he already on the
Kendrick.
roster now?
Right.
Hideo's already there.
Well, the rumors
the
are.
rumor is that he's going
So
there.
maybe Cedric
See you,
does win
Teddy.
it, and then Hideo comes in and takes it from him right then.
Maybe they'll do that. Maybe they are trending that way, so maybe they will. Or maybe there's a possibility that someone said, you know what, this is not working. This formula that we keep doing is not working.
Yeah.
Well, because it's not quite star power.
No. I mean, Austin Aries, who Austin said they just told him they didn't have anything creative for him and just let him walk. You got to think to yourself, how bad is that you have star power in Austin Aries and you let him walk.
Well, and that's the thing about all these guys.
He could have been an announcer, but
Cedric
yeah.
Alexander, we got talent out the fucking ass, but we got nothing creative for you.
Right.
What do you?
Matches are great.
I honestly, look, Steve, watch their creative segments.
Yeah.
Go watch their storyline segments, and they're awful.
All that stuff with Foxy and Noam Dar, and God.
Yeah, even the Jack Gallagher stuff. I mean, they're awful when it comes to their storylines and their creatives. Maybe this is the best way to highlight them. I'm back and forth on it. At first, I wanted them to just wrestle.
Everything's kind of tournament based, and,
right?
You're fighting for something.
I'm just saying, the whole roster somebody on the roster can cut a promo. Somebody on the roster can do the things that they're doing on their other 3 shows.
I think less is more with these guys. Look, right. I'm just saying, my own roller coaster is CWC. I wanted them to come to the main roster. I wanted them to do that, just wrestle. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe give me some storyline because you're a little stale.
Hey,
and now I'm back to, after watching matches like this, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to see the storylines of these guys. They're better at what they do here.
Daniel Price finally found us on Twitch.
Hey,
What's
DP.
up,
What's up, DP? All right, what do we got on the board? Anything?
Kingler says Hideo would be nowhere near 205 if he didn't have all those injuries. Just lost all of his hype. DP says Kenta is better than that. I mean, damn, Brooks stole his finisher and was champ for a year and a half with it. I think he's talking about
just use fucking
CM Punk.
ring names, DP.
Yeah, and he means Hideo.
I'm a smart fan. Shut up, Daniel Price.
Berto says Itami will leave WWE in 6 months if he stays in 205 Live. I agree. He could make more money elsewhere. And that's the whole thing. That's the real reason Austin Aries walked. That's the real reason Cody Rhodes walked. It was not even just about creative. They're like, we can go be our own creative and make more money.
Well, Cody did. I don't think Austin did, but that's from his own words. He didn't do that. What?
He was afforded that luxury because legacy thing.
But my point being is, if you can control your character and make more money, why the fuck would you? It doesn't matter about exposure anymore. There's only 3 people getting sponsorship deals.
So Enzo gets the fuck me eyes from Nia Jax.
Oh yeah, that was awkward.
I want them to pursue this story. I want it to be like a crazy AJ. How she used to go after. Who did she go after? Was it Dolph? She went crazy over. Adam, are you paying attention to what I'm talking about?
I don't remember who she went crazy for, because she went crazy for Punk. I don't think that was just there.
Big E? No.
I was trying to go back. There was a fun comment on the board, and I'm trying to see who said it. I don't know who's fucking said it.
Oh, they're inducing labor. Tight leathers out.
Oh,
All right.
well, congrats, man.
I don't.
it
I don't
was
pray,
Juan.
but I want you to have a healthy baby girl.
It was
Love you,
Juan.
man.
He said, so does Enzo now get his own China? And that's what Nia Jax is?
Oh, will she be like a, but more like a creepy girlfriend kind of?
Well, no, like she's as heavy. I mean,
Yeah, but China was like a bodyguard. I think Nia'd be more like, stay away from my man, and he's just like, okay, babe, whatever. You can't touch that.
China wrestle too. I mean,
yeah.
No, I'm not saying she doesn't wrestle.
Yeah.
I'm saying that China was a brute, almost a fucking man in the ring. Like, come over here and I'll fucking punch you in the face.
These
Where
topics
Nia-
don't matter
Nia-
tonight. We're just talking
I know.
whatever we
So
want.
Nia's gonna be behind Enzo all the time, and anytime someone's around, get off my man. Just she's gonna be an obsessive girlfriend that like he doesn't want to get with, that kind of thing. So
I rep for Texas this year.
I rep for Texas. Well, welcome to the show.
Welcome back, buddy.
He said, "This Raw was not so good tonight." I know.
It was spotty. There
Okay.
was some really, like the 4-way. There was some other
Jason
decent
Bourne.
matches, but there was a lot of shit.
I think overall, I think the majority of it was good, but there was a couple things that drug it down kind of hard,
Right.
and it made you ignore it. So here's the thing. So we can move on. With that said, topic number 4 is the title is "You opened with it, but we won't." So maybe why Raw seemed so bad tonight was because you bookend it with, and I know a lot of people hate Roman, even though I love him. You bookend it with Roman, Jason Boredom, and Joe, and then Shield and Cesaro, which talk about snooze fest there with Cesaro. They bore the fuck out of me. Decent match, not taking that away. We'll get there.
right.
It was
we already went there.
weird. It was slow.
Yeah, but it is. It's kind of a dumpy match.
Yeah, the spots felt like everybody was pre-selling tonight in that main event match. I've got to say, everybody was like getting ready for the next move.
Of course.
Before the next move was delivered, there was everything was so telegraphed. If you were one of us who watches this shit all the time and analyzes it, Dean Ambrose speed was everyone tonight. The way they were doing all these moves, it seemed even like the aerial moves were slow motion.
Well, he actually referred to it as Dean Ambrose speed this time.
Dean Ambrose speed.
No, we were talking about this with somebody at work the other day.
Really?
Me and the executive producer, and I was saying we were talking about how over we are with AJ, and he mentioned us out of the blue. Well, I used to like Dean Ambrose a lot, but now I don't. Well, Dean, I swear, like I don't know if it's the marriage or what, but he doesn't wrestle like he used to. He doesn't.
He's been dragging ever since he won the belt.
He's become
more
Randy Orton
cheeseburgers,
on
so-
Monday night.
Yeah, he's dragging. So here's the thing, and why I think again that Raw may be perceived as not being a good Raw is the bookends, and I want to focus on the first bookend here because again you had Roman and Jason Boredom with
Daddy, give me a title.
right with the begging daddy please, and Joe up on the ramp, and
But my knee hurts.
Jason Boredom reminds me of the new Roman, and I say that because even with my affection towards the future Hall of Famer,
Right.
Grand Slam champion Roman Reigns,
You're so inconsistent.
I know. But he's coming in, getting this hard push, as Corey said, swimming in the deep end, getting this hard push against all these Hall of Famer, or all these future Hall of Famers or main eventers or whatever,
Oh, gosh.
and they're even letting them talk, and it's a disaster every way. I mean. Let me see if I can find that fucking line tonight.
And by the way, do you think there's any saving to any of this because they're doing the whole his knee is not 100% angle? Is that really affording anybody? Does anybody think that if his knee was 100%, he would be winning these matches? So why even?
That's why
Yeah,
they
it-
use it as the crutch to
Right.
Literally,
say why
He didn't
lost.
win because of his knee.
But
No.
he could have won if his knee was 100%.
Roman, let me tell you something, Roman. Roman, you're one to talk about being handed stuff because it's you got You got stuff too. Yeah, I'm Jason Boredom. I approve this message. Shut the fuck up, man.
He needs a mouthpiece or to go
Well,
away.
that's what Kurt's for, but that whole daddy thing, I don't know if it's working.
It's becoming annoying because
Yeah.
it's more annoying to me because at first I was intrigued about what could happen with it, and now I'm like, there's nothing that could happen with this that I would care about.
It went the whole another way that I expected, and it's not working.
Yeah, I mean, you tease the little Joe Kurt TNA thing there, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe something, but nah, it's not going to go anywhere with it.
Right.
You know, so
they've been teasing all sorts of shit. I know this isn't Tuesday night, but the whole Vince and KO thing never really playing out to any real conclusion. Now they're doing the whole, will they fire him every week? Like, so many of these storylines, they start off with a cannon, and now we're using like a starting gun pistol at a track show to try and.
Oh, that's
hunt with.
done. That's don't continue anymore. That's how they operate.
I mean, why? I just don't understand why not leave Jason with Gable in their tag team that they had all the success and let him mature, and then use Shelton Benjamin not as Kurt's son, but in the same kind of a role with Kurt. You know, hey, we're old friends. You know, help me out. Hey,
Right.
bud. You know, team Angle. Blah blah blah. Why couldn't you have done that? I would have been more interested to see Shelton Benjamin in these deep water matches. I mean, yeah, no.
It wouldn't matter.
I mean, Arby's is cool, I guess. What? Yeah.
But I heard Chad Gable's actually like befriending like the bridge guys, like Pete Dunne and stuff, and learning like their strong style.
And that's
He's gonna
fine.
Incorporate that. I don't know what that means. For
I don't
them,
know
but-
what the fuck you mean right now.
I don't know
What
what
are
the
you
fuck that has
talking
to do
about,
with anything.
Steve?
Anyway.
You want to check in the board because
Yeah.
they're paying attention.
Go to the board, yeah.
Yeah.
Kingler says that they laid the seeds for a Shield breakup and made the heels look like assholes in the same match, so he was a fan of it. I Rep for Texas says, though, there was like 2 or 3 botches during the match. Jason Jordan is basically a heel now, Perfect 11 says. He doesn't hate it, and he thought his match with your boy, Roman, was really solid. The biggest thing that pissed off DP about the main event is the selective rule enforcement, of course. That was terrible.
Yeah.
And I Rep for Texas says the best thing of the show tonight was the busty blonde girl in the front row.
Well, I mean, I won't
Not
argue
Mandy
with that
Rose.
perspective, but I don't think it was a bad Raw. I just don't.
Yeah, I didn't think it was either.
I thought it had
here's
bad
one
moments.
for you, RJ, on your boy.
Yeah,
DP just reminded me of it on the board, but that Superman punch.
he slipped. Let's say he slipped. His hair was dripping so hard onto the mat that he slipped on it, and it's not
that
his
could be
fault
true.
because Roman Reigns has to have the wet hair. So don't hate on Roman because he slipped on his hair water.
I cannot believe that's your defense.
That's my defense. He slipped on his hair water and threw the timing of the thing off, and
And you're okay with that?
I'm okay because everyone makes mistakes.
Have you ever met our one of our former co-hosts?
Who?
He was a colonel from Memphis.
Because
That's the type of shit that he would say to try and defend a wrestler. I'm just
Roman has the most stud clotheslines ever.
noodle arms. He has fucking
And
noodle arms.
his Superman punches are, you know what? Superman would get knocked out with those motherfuckers. Yeah.
Not even if he had a kryptonite elbow.
Yeah. You know what his best move is?
What?
Samoan drop.
What about the drive-by?
Oh, that's such a groundbreaking move. I mean, dude, it's amazing. I mean, I don't know how many more moves he has you can reference to.
Can't
but-
convince
Okay,
him, man.
I got to
Otherwise-
stop just because you're going to kill Steve over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too much to take in.
Yeah, Kingler
Anyway,
says the Superman punch is awful. You're awful, Kingler. Superman punch is a
Yay,
move.
Kingler.
It is a move crafted
Right, Kingler.
by the God of the universe, the Superman punch, and it had been ordained to that of the future Hall of Famer, Grand Slam champion Roman Reigns. And that's all I got to
Ooh,
say about that.
Berto says that Benjamin replacing JJ, his charisma is just as dry as Jordan, and it's WWE creative writing, so it would probably still be bad no matter what.
Yeah, I know, but I would still prefer it than to Jason Boredom. Dad, you have to. Dad, you have to. Dad, you have. Shut the fuck up and go to sleep.
Go to your room. I want to see. Now that I would buy Kurt Angle putting his son in timeout.
Yeah.
5,
Here you go, number 5. I didn't order mushrooms. I'm feeling kind of funny right now. So this is all about woken Matt Hardy. Is it awoken or just woken?
I don't know
Woken.
anymore.
Woken.
Hashtag woken.
All I want is Michael Cole not to talk about it.
Michael Cole should be restricted
He ruined
from the
it.
microphone during anything that has to do. Matter of fact, just let Corey talk because Booker's fucking up now too. Both of you guys should shut up.
Dude, Booker was so goddamn awful too tonight.
Here's a
It was a
test.
battle of who's crazier.
Right. It was. And here's a testament to how good Matt Hardy is with all the really bad foreshadowing and previewing and teasing that's been done for this by the fucking announcer crew. He made it work. And I thought I was going to be pissed about it, but I'm actually kind of
That was
excited.
a compromise thing.
Yeah.
And we got the most of it, I think.
Yes. I mean,
Delightful.
I didn't watch much Broken in TNA. I saw obviously the compound matches they had.
Final deletion.
Final deletion. I actually went and saw a live show here, seasons deletions or something like that. That he did here in Charlotte. He came and did a match, and so I didn't get to see the full character of Broken, just the highlights of him. So I didn't know for you guys, if you have seen this, was tonight exactly on the money, or was he milking it a little bit more? Was it always kind of goofy with funny but still cool? Do you know, Adam, or are you with me that you don't know how to quite compare the two?
It seems to me like it's quite the same, but
Yeah, the problem with Bray and his God gimmick, now that he's pulling it back a little bit, it's like, oh, so you're not a god?
I don't care about Bray right now.
Okay,
I'm not talking
but
about
what
Bray.
I'm saying
Nothing
is-
that came out of my mouth had anything to do with Bray.
My point is the other side of the coin there. Matt played off Bray to make Bray kind of be a little good tonight because of that fact. Because of the way Matt played off it, from the end in kind of mocking his laughter
Right.
Yeah.
to the constant switching of voices each time we cut back to him and his accents and how he was
I'm
talking.
getting a little
like,
bit more crazier.
yeah, and he's like, I'm going to out crazy you. I'm talking about the multiverse, and I've eaten with Plato and
Yeah,
dined
right.
with Socrates. Like,
Eating Play-Doh.
Yes, yes.
yeah, the whole thing is he one-upped his ass in every little facet, and that's where, even though it made Bray, I guess, be like Ascension is with the Fashion Files, but Matt, I loved it tonight.
I did too. I thought it was a fabulous segment. I rep for Texas says, what happened to Sister Abby? That's what pisses me off. You know what happened to her? They couldn't find anybody to play the role because they didn't want to get squashed too. That's what
Well,
happened.
she morphed. Bray Wyatt was Sister Abigail.
Oh yeah, he did become, and that
She
just
morphed
that was a
out of
one-off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What happened to that
meningitis.
bitch?
Meningitis killed Sister Abigail.
Oh, but it gave
JoJo.
JoJo some weight.
Now, the other thing to point out there is Sister Abigail goes down as just a recognizable thing that WWE does all the time. They set a gimmick up and a storyline in place with no end game. They never had that role filled, and so why introduce it?
I don't know.
It's just a thing now.
Kingler says they probably realized nobody cared about Bray and Finn. Bray and Finn 65. Yeah, I think that played out. I mean, I'm a Finn fan. No bones about that. I'm a Finn fan, he's over with me. He's over with me. Hashtag over.
You're a Finn fan.
There was nothing to do with that rivalry.
But yeah,
there was no elevation. The winner didn't become the number one contender.
you know the last Bray Wyatt rivalry that I cared about was Taker.
Man, it's been a while.
I wish the one that they never explored, that they teased for fucking 6 months and even teased in the Rumble, was the Wyatts and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, they
Never got the payoff because I thought that would have been a really good storyline. Brock Lesnar goes down to two monsters in Bray.
I bet they couldn't figure out how to do it
Right,
without protecting their monster.
right. And
Yeah.
so they aborted because they didn't have the end game in there.
Yeah.
But they put enough out there that it was like, what happened?
11 saying an angle with Bray is probably the perfect way to introduce Woken Matt. That dueling promo was the best part of the show. It was a very good part. I don't think it's the best. The Cruiserweights to me was the best, but Woken Matt was damn sure entertaining. I enjoyed every bit of it.
DP says it's a booking nightmare because they pigeonhole themselves. If Bray jobs, then he is still Jobber Wyatt that no one cares about. And if Matt jobs, it makes his nutso character look like a bitch. So where do you go with this booking? I think this is possibly, not to go NXT on you, but this is like a Velveteen Aleister Black scenario.
Oh my God!
If you put
better
on-
have a great fucking point here.
If you put on that kind of a match, It doesn't matter who goes over there. It wouldn't destroy either character to lose. Is my comparison there?
Yeah,
I don't think Bray and Matt can
Bray
come
has that capability.
Yeah, I don't think either one of them can come even close to that. But that's how you would have to unbury yourself out of this gimmick, is by putting out a 5-star quality match.
I agree with you, kind of. It doesn't matter here because Bray is not going to get over even if he was to win. The only person that could be hurt here is Matt. But if he's woken, if he's fucking crazy and he loses, well, then that's why he's crazy. Keep pushing forward there, Buckaroo, you know?
Yeah, the crazy guy doesn't get the victories typically in WWE.
Right. He'll just get pinned and stand up and go, Festus, you know? Fucking who
Ring
cares?
the bell.
All right, so I'm excited about the broken. Anything on the board before we move on?
Nothing too much. Perfect 11 says you obviously put Hardy over. Bray Wyatt is the Dolph Ziggler of Raw right now. You know, he's just there. I think the point being there is that he's just there to elevate other guys or push other guys' storylines along. And unless they keep booking Matt like a mental patient that just enjoys taking abuse, TNA already did that. Good job, Vince, ripping off TNA is what DP says.
Well, it worked. I mean, it was the most over gimmick of 2016. I mean, you got it. If you can, it's money. You have to use it.
Oh, I didn't
have to.
Berto kind of chimed in something here back to my other point that I forgot or didn't realize. Bray got injured before WrestleMania 32 during that run that was supposed to be with Brock, and that led to the awful Brock and Dean match at that WrestleMania.
Killed that storyline.
Yeah.
That hurt. Yeah.
Wow.
And Bray Wyatt ended up losing a promo battle with The Rock that year instead.
Okay. I was like, oh, here we go.
What a great booking that one was.
All right.
Show me the money.
Hey guys, it's your girl Kiara from Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Since Royal Rumble 2016, we have been striving to bring you an entertaining smart mark perspective from the world of professional wrestling. What we do is a labor of love, but new equipment and segments cost time and money. If you have enjoyed our show, we ask that you become a patron and donate what you can to help us continue to improve and grow week to week. Make a donation and we will let you pick a topic or join us for a segment of the broadcast. It's real easy. Go to markedoutwrestling.com and click on the Be a Patron link at the top. We thank you in advance for anything you can do to help. And as always, thank you for the privilege of your time.
Show me the money! Show me the money! Show me the money! Show me the money! You my motherfucker! Show me the money!
And now live from the U-Record Studios, it's the Rossum Awards. Here's
RJ Black. Yes. RJ Black here. Hey, before we jump into the Rossum Awards. If you're new here, the Rossum Awards is our award segment of the night, the awards we like to give out, and we will put them on the board so you kind of know where we're going next, and you can do it along with us on the Twitch live board. If you're at home on the podcast version, you can't do that, but you can still subscribe and rate us and review us and comment on us and all that shit on the iTunes.
You can do that in Podbean too, separately.
Yes, you can do that in Podbean. That's absolutely correct, Steve. Thank you for that. I do want to say,
I think we got a new official, like, upping the level of fandom of our MOWP here. Stike Leather wanted to just come back to the podcast to let us know that his daughter was born.
Yeah.
What?
So he's sitting there.
That's commitment.
He signs off. Go has the baby and comes back and lets us know.
Oh, he's back to tell us? Wow.
He just wanted to come back and tell us. He has
amazing.
the most understanding wife in the world.
Wow. Hold on, baby. I got to go talk to the podcast
okay.
guys.
I want to let them all know that everything's okay.
That's awesome, Stike. Congratulations, man. Yeah, a girl. You're going to hate that shit. I want to say this real quick before we go to the Rossum Awards. This is a criticism I've heard in the past about our show if you watch it live through the video. Yeah, we smoke our cigarettes and stuff in our studio. You know why? Because I'm old enough that I fucking can, and I'm from the era where you can do it on airplanes. So fuck off.
And you can't get secondhand smoke via podcast.
No,
right? You're not
so
going to get
You really don't have any reason to complain.
So fuck off. I'll do what I want. It's my body, and it's falling apart, and it's my fault. All right, Rossum.
7 pounds 2 ounces.
Shut up.
Wow.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Wow, how'd you get that out of you, Stike? Here we go. Rossum Awards tonight. Our first award is going to be the Marked Out Award. The Marked Out Award. The award of the night is self-explanatory. There, make you mark out a little bit. That moment, Stevie. That moment.
That springboard Spanish fly that Ali and Cedric Alexander did. I mean, that the marked out moment of the night.
Man, you know what? I almost
replay that shit over and over.
I'm gonna be different, but now that you said it, I have to go with you, man. That's fucking just the timing when they did it slow motion. How fucking beautiful was that?
It had to be perfect, or it would have been like disastrous almost.
God, just such great performance, Adam.
Not to discredit that, but my marked out moment was Elias backstage calling out Jason Jordan as a daddy's bitch.
Oh, yeah, that was
bastard
great.
son.
Yeah,
that made me. I'm sorry, I truly marked out for that one.
Yeah, it was good, and I agree. Mine was to go more general, Steve, is the cruiserweight match itself. I was marking out the entire match. Like I was like, oh shit, yes, oh ow, oh yeah, great, whatever the sounds I made, the onomatopoeias. So on the board, what do we got?
I rep for
Nothing
Texas, nothing yet, but he says, yeah, if you don't like it, go watch another stream.
Right, fuck y'all. We're from North Carolina. This is tobacco
Just so
country.
you guys know, board to keep up, it goes marked out award, bad booking, eye roll, botchiest, push, rawsome. So maybe you can get ahead of the game.
DP said marked out. I don't know why, but I got a Raven vibe from Elias tonight.
Perfect 11 says woken.
What about Elias?
What about Elias? What 11 say?
Perfect 11 says woken.
Woken marked out.
And Berto says, well, marked out beyond forever. Switching cast members for your kids as you guys get older. So eventually our children will get all the girls to take over.
I guess so.
Stevie will be a crotchety over in the corner. I hit the buttons.
Somebody feed Uncle Steve. I pissed my pants. All right. Next award.
Piss your face.
Oh, piss in your face. The Uncle Steve pissed in my face while I was trying to change his diaper. Bad booking award, the moment of the night. The bad booking moment of the night. That's what it is. Adam.
In my opinion, the opening segment. The opening segment, minus the Samoa Joe portions, was forced. The whole thing that we're expecting Joe versus Roman tonight for the title, and we're not going to get that because Jason Bourdon interrupts, and this is all just everyone's okay with that?
Yeah.
What
the fuck?
And Joe, you just get to sit on a chair at the top of the ramp.
Stevie.
That's exactly what I had written, man. Jason Jordan, the whole promo with him and Roman, it was just very uncomfortable. It didn't make any sense.
We're unanimous with a little bit of a difference, so I'm gonna give myself a coin now. Mine is gonna be opening with Boredom and Roman, and I don't think it's Roman's fault. I think Boredom drags him down. That's what I think, because Roman's amazing. Future Hall of Famer.
On the board, a late marked out from Justin. He says the Spanish Fly, so he's agreeing with you guys. Or Stevie's specifically.
That was it.
Yeah. All right.
Bad booking from the board. Kingler says Nia Jax and Enzo because why on earth? Okay. DP says everything having to do with Joe and Roman. Love Joe, but damn. Berto says old Rob. God damn it, with Roman Jr. getting his 10th main event match against his dad. And then Justin says bad booking. Asuka at the OK Corral part 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. That was really fucking bad.
Just to squash Foxy is what.
Yeah. I'll give you a coin for that, bud. There you go. Let's go to our next award here. It's going to be we're going to call this one the eye roll of the night. The eye roll of the night. You interpret that any way you choose. It's your award. The eye roll of the night. So I'll go ahead and give mine. And my eye roll was Boredom and Roman starting the night. When the show started, I rolled my eyes. They're like, oh, Jason Boredom. God. Look at him bringing my boy Roman down. Future Hall of Famer Grand Slam champion Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he won't even make the DVD. Don't worry.
He is one step above the flying spaghetti monster. He is a deity in the ring.
Jason Jordan will never make the Roman DVD. You got no worries.
All right, good, because I buy them all, and then I burn them not to sell, so that I have multiple copies of each of them for myself.
Sure.
So I watch it on the network and on the DVD player. Yeah. Steve.
My eye roll tonight is from stuff I had to hear from, especially Michael Cole tonight.
Oh God. Hey, can I ask a question?
Oh yeah, just Perfect 11 just said it too. He agreed with me.
Let's see. I just
Do
want
I not get to go?
You do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I just want to say real quick. I had this written down. Since when can one ref hold back Samoa Joe when he's pissed? Was that not the dumbest fucking thing?
Sure.
You just take the whole NXT roster to do that.
Right. Adam.
All right. Michael Cole said one positive thing tonight that I got a kick out of was he called Jason Jordan being pouty. But Michael Cole, other than that, used the wrong terminology. It makes me think like the match is so scripted that they tell him what to do and he's Ron Burgundy and he can't adjust because he called a sidewalk slam a suplex because it was supposed to be a suplex but was botched. A kick to the midsection that only connected with the leg should have been a kick to the leg. These are the things we took for granted in the JR era, where he would cover up a botch by saying what the actual move turned out to be. Oh, instead of a kick to the midsection because they didn't get their leg up, he kicked their leg.
Yeah. As the veteran, I agree. As the veteran, Michael Cole is being exposed.
And you know, Booker's doing him no favors, of course, but
no, Booker is horrible right now.
And he called he said Jason Jordan's dad's name was Jason at one point. I mean, he is just it's time. I a long time ago was a huge Michael Cole fan. The guy has a broadcast degree from Newhouse. He's a top-notch educated guy. He needs to move on from the business, or he needs to, after 20 fucking years, learn the goddamn terminology.
Or go in the background. Help out in the back, you know?
Be Mean Gene. I don't give a shit.
No, I'm just saying, go work in creative or teach the new guys at Full Sail or something. But
be one of those PR people like that goes to China and helps recruit new whatever.
Yeah, give me a good old fashioned announcer that can tell me what move is being done in the ring. Not because not because they named it, but because that's the name of it.
Right. Even Morrow, where we were watching the Street Profits match, Angelo Dawkins doesn't have a name for the move yet, but it basically is a spinning stinger splash. So that is what, until he gets a name for it, that's
which I hope he doesn't.
But that's what Morrow called it.
Right.
Because that's what it fucking was. It's not an actual move. Morrow made that up on the spot or saw his earlier matches and had it prepped in his notes. But that's how you fucking do commentary.
It's like if I did a regular suplex and I was like, I'm going to name this dumpster fire flip.
And if Michael
forever, that's what it's going to be called. The dumpster fire. He did the dumpster fire flip.
And if Michael Cole had any personality whatsoever, he could go and be the color to replace Booker and let someone else do play-by-play. But play-by-play, no more, Michael Cole. I'm done with you.
Yeah, I agree with that. Good one. We weren't long on that one. Did everybody get in there?
I roll Elias singing about the LA crowd for Justin. Michael
like
Cole's existence proves there's no God, is what DP said. He said his eye roll of the night was the cruiserweights, and he wants to be specific, everything about that backstage segment.
Not
the match.
Yeah. I agree. I think the Nia thing kind of saved it. It made me interested. Like, how is this? This could be a funny, stupid storyline, right? I'm not saying it's going to be it's going to. Oh, we got a phone call.
Oh,
let's see who we got.
Estrada.
I don't know who's on the line.
Hey, it's Estrada. What's up, y'all?
Estrada,
what's up, man?
Who was in attendance.
What was your dark match, buddy?
I was in attendance. The dark matches before were Heath Slater and Rhino against the Club. It was kind of a yawn fest, unfortunately. And it was also Akira Tozawa and Ryan Kendrick, which is pretty good, but also still a snooze fest. Hey, man, I got to tell you, those Roman Blues in person are fucking something else.
Oh, yeah? No, they're all wrong.
Fucking crazy. It was a decent Raw. There were times where I was kind of falling asleep. It's something else when like the cruiserweights kind of take the main part. You know, like, the crowd was so into the cruiserweights.
So I was going to ask you the two things I was going to ask you. One of them was the crowd. They were receptive live for that match. Were they loud?
Yeah, for the cruiserweights, that was the loudest reception.
Okay,
that's awesome. I love that. And my other question is specifically, what was because we didn't see the crowd or hardly hear them, but what was the crowd reaction to Woken?
Oh, it was great. So good. Because they gave us a teaser before they went to commercial. Probably what you guys saw up next was, like if he Awoken or whatever.
It was Matt's breaking point or something they teased.
Yeah.
Yeah, during the commercials, people were already going nuts. So the second Matt Hardy appeared on screen with his red robe,
right,
people were just going insane and just burst into the delete chants.
So let me ask you this question here. And I know, like, for me, if I see a comedian on TV, I might not laugh at all of his jokes. But if I'm there in attendance, I tend to laugh out loud to most things that are being done. It's just kind of what atmosphere you're in, right? So here watching at home, when they did the first finish to the main event with the disqualification, we were kind of like, eh. But I noticed that the crowd was really, what was the reaction to, and your personal reaction as being there in the crowd to that first DQ call in the main event?
It almost felt they were going to ended like that. So it was kind of like a letdown. We were kind of like, oh, that's going to suck. They're really going to end it that way. But then when Kurt came out, we all knew that he was going to reinstate the match, and like we got happy again.
All right. What you got, Adam?
But I don't know. I don't know where it ended on TV for you guys, but afterwards, the Shield just had their way with Cesaro not Cesaro, Sheamus for a good 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Knocking finishers and doing the Shield powerbomb and the table in the middle of the ring.
Oh, really? We missed all that.
So we didn't get all that.
Yeah, it was kind of a little goodbye for the live crowd.
Okay.
But I gotta tell you, it was my first WWE show in attendance in a while. I went to NXT a few months ago, and like that was on another level. But this is pretty cool.
Hey, I got two final questions for you. Number one, why didn't you bring a Marked Out Wrestling podcast sign?
Yeah,
the
my
fuck?
question.
I was not going to be on TV. I was on the opposite side of the hard cap.
I don't care.
Then you beat somebody's ass.
They panned the crowd enough that maybe you could have got on there. And number two question, the Marked Out Award, the only one I want from you. What's your what point of the night made you mark out the most?
Fucking broken Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Man, down.
There you go.
Great.
All right.
Although the Spanish Fly from
Yeah.
Napa was great. too.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, just wanted to check in. I'll make it up to you guys on SmackDown because I might go to that one as well.
All right,
Oh,
do it.
cool.
Call in tomorrow
All right.
if you do.
Our Los Angeles correspondent, John
Right.
Estrada. Thanks, bud.
All right, have a good night, guys.
Thanks, man.
All right, there you go. John Estrada up in that motherfucker. So here, we're running late. So we're going to run through these next three awards pretty quick and get to some fun stuff that we're going to do fairly quick.
Yeah.
And so here we go. Let's go. Our Botches Award of the night. I will start off. I will quote Michael Cole.
We went off topic so much. That's why we're running late.
I know, it's all right. I'm having fun. Botches Award. I will quote Michael Cole. I think he walked into a little attack here by Baylor. Or Balor. You got to listen back because fucking Booker's like, he walked into that one. And he's like, yeah, I think he walked into a little attack here by Balor. The fuck? Cole. Go ahead, Adam.
My Botchiest Award is Michael Cole set up a tease for the debut of Corey Graves' new show on the WWE Network. And before Corey could talk, Booker chimes in and goes, yeah, Corey, it's you one-on-one doing whatever, right? Like, shut the fuck up, Booker.
Canceled. Stevie.
I guess other than that, Dean's attempt at a promo backstage earlier in the night
Oh, it was bad.
as a Shield.
Oh, God.
It's like, it smells like gold.
All right. Real quick, Botches on the board.
Botchiest for I Rep for Texas, Dean or Paige slamming down Sasha with one arm.
Yeah.
He also said Cole was drunk tonight.
Yeah.
DP says, Jason Jordan, please swap him out for Benjamin and put Benjamin with Heyman. Botchiest Award for Cole from Justin.
Yeah, Cole's getting a lot of shit tonight, and deservedly so.
He is. I mean, some of them are saying he's drunk on the board.
You gotta think to yourself that we're talking about wrestling here, and one of the main topics has been how bad Michael Cole is. I mean, if you're stealing the show, then you're that bad.
Yep.
It's time to go.
Yep.
All right, real quick, the push. I'm gonna go Cedric Alexander.
I'm gonna go Drew Gulak because he got the
Yeah.
win.
Yeah, I had Gulak too.
All right. On the board, real quick. Anything on the push?
Not yet. I just typed it
All
out.
right,
No,
we'll
we
get-
just went so fucking fast.
All right,
right now.
We'll get back to him. The Rossum Award for us, and then we'll get back to all yours on the board. Rossum Award. Steve, why don't you start it out, bud?
My Rossman Award was Matt.
Ditto.
Matt Hardy.
We talked about him enough. I got the same.
I put Matt Hardy making a shitty tease work. Like working past the shitty tease to this character. Matt Hardy stepping up and making it work. All right, pushes on the board.
Why, Jordan? Why, Vince? That's from Daniel Price.
Because I like him. He's a big guy and he's got muscles. God, chocolate titties. That's why.
Anyway.
All right, we went way past the board. Here we go. Rossimus.
He already gave us his.
Daniel Price says Rossmus Award is Stike welcoming a healthy baby girl into the world. That's a good one.
Absolutely.
Congratulations, Stike and Carmen.
Yeah, you better not be listening right now. Okay. The fuck?
You can catch it tomorrow. when
Hey,
you're
honey,
not
you need to
sleeping.
sign. Can you get off the fucking the Twitch? You need to sign the birth certificate. The fuck, man. Love you, Stike, but God. All right. Oh, my black son with chocolate titties.
Wow.
If we catch some of your stuff on the board, we'll get back to it. Let's move on now. So I'm going to do some housekeeping here. I'm not going to play the clip because it's got all the YouTube stuff in, which we are currently banned on for what I do not absolutely know, not specifically know. So here we go. Don't forget to join us on Instagram at Marked Out Wrestling, Twitter at Smart Mark Show. 704-444-0084 is the phone number. Marked Out Podcast at gmail.com if you want to send us an email. We got Marked Out the number one on Facebook. And don't forget iTunes. You can rate us, review us, comment, subscribe. Podbeam, you can do all that as well. You can still subscribe to us on YouTube. We still post our videos. They're just not live until February. Bastards. And of course here on Twitch, if you're listening to us in retro, tomorrow or whenever, you come join us live on Twitch. All right, so there you go.
Right.
Housekeeping. So let's get to this stuff. I know we're running late, guys. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Here we go. Let's do some dirt sheets. Let's talk about the world of professional wrestling in and outside of the WWE. Steve.
All right. Well, I have a couple things here. Alberto Del Rio El Patron, he confirmed that Paige and him had broken up on Conan's Keeping It Real 100 podcast. They decided in the relationship. He knows people are finding out because they haven't been really hanging out together, and he just wanted to make it publicly known.
Okay, we knew this fucking months ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Luke Harper left the SmackDown house show over the weekend because he wanted to be with his wife for the birth of their child. So you have something in common with Stylo there.
That's acceptable.
Did he hit his baby with a hammer?
Bludgeon daughter.
Bludgeon daughter.
Jim Johnson, who composed many of the great theme songs of the wrestlers, like including Undertaker, Rock, Stone Cold, and Vince, he's no longer with the company.
Yeah, Perfect 11 just put that up on the board.
Oh, okay.
What was that? Say it again?
They released Jim Johnston, the guy who does all the music. Well, because they have CFOs now.
Oh.
Yep.
And that's probably why they got rid of him.
CFOs? What do you mean?
CFOs.
Chief Financial Officer.
No, CFOs is the new music person that put together almost all the ones.
Nowadays.
All the new songs.
Oh, but that's a big cut. He's been there for fucking, 30 years?
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Wow.
And another thing on the board, Daniel Price says Cena's in deep shit with Ford Motors. I didn't hear about that.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it's
I don't know what that's about. You want to
Probably
elaborate
said they
there?
were crap on a show or something. Who knows?
Did you have anything else, Stevie?
Just one more thing. Of course, you might have to just get used to the absolution thing because the WWE submitted a trademark for it, and it's being touted by industry people inside as a sign of their promotion. They may have big plans for the group going forward.
All right.
So. Yeah, I just don't think they have any plans after him.
Yeah, Daniel Price saying Vince made Steamboat drop the IC title for going to see his kids be born. I don't know if that's 100% accurate. I mean, that might be a really fun rumor that us marks talk about. I don't know I don't know if that's accurate. Now, I will say you can make the argument that Steamboat wanted to be more of a family man, therefore pushing him to a long program and career was probably not going to happen on both sides.
Yeah.
So maybe taking IC belts off him because he wasn't going to be the perennial, main eventer.
Or around. Maybe he wanted to be around his kids for a little
that's
while.
what I'm saying. And so maybe if he lost the belt because of that circumstance, then sure. But I don't think I'd categorize it that Vince took take it off the Chinaman.
Yeah,
and put that goddamn Geico away.
The explanation for the Ford situation is Ford gave Cena a car, and he signed a contract not to sell it. He then flipped it for a shitload, and Ford is mad as fuck.
Okay.
And another dirt sheet, Conan was fired by Crash Lucha Wrestling.
Well, I'm surprised Conan's still walking. Last time I saw
Circle Conan.
Yeah. Last time I saw him, it was on a DVD me and you watched, and it was just, and that was probably 10 years ago, and he looked like he was barely walking around at that time.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
So I don't know. Anything else on the board before we move on here?
I don't think he was a wrestler. I think he was a handler or backstage or something, or GM. Like a Kurt Angle role.
Okay. Yeah. Very, very well possible.
Chris Jericho announced that Fozzy will have a concert April 8th, 2018.
Uh-oh.
So he will most likely
not
going to be appearing at Mania.
Oh, so he's going to have a concert
for a while
on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Or on the executive producer's birthday. Whatever. All right, I'm going to that right now. Okay, God damn it. My finger's on the button. I hit the wrong button.
Now it's time for a little Marked Out trivia.
All right, we're going to do some marked out trivia. We haven't done it in a while. We apologize for not having as many of our creative segments as we usually do. We'll get back on the ball. But Adam...
having our host rotation shrink hurt that.
Yeah, and just life in general gets in the way. You know, we do this for free, so to devote the extra time sometimes is kind of difficult.
With that in mind, though, if anyone else has a creative segment they want to send in to us,
yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Yeah, we've done it before.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Adam's going to do one of his patented weird fucking trivia shows.
I call it fake trivia.
Okay, fake trivia.
Because none of this shit is real.
Yeah.
I made every bit of this up. If you don't like my answer, fuck you. Make your own trivia show.
Will you grab me a whiteboard, Steve? We haven't used the whiteboards in fucking forever. I want to use a whiteboard.
All right, get it out.
All right.
Have you ever used the whiteboard, RJ?
I've always wanted to.
Oh, now we'll pop in your cherry.
Okay.
So this is fake trivia. It's mashup trivia. Means I'm going to give you two people or two things, and you got to tell me what member of the current roster is equals.
Is equals? Okay,
Yeah.
Michael Cole, you okay?
I kind of burped in the middle of that. So, number one, and all of these people were on the show tonight, just FYI, all the
Okay.
answers.
All right.
Number one, Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Triple H. Mash them up. Who do you get?
That's easy.
I know, this is a warm-up.
Easy.
Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Triple H.
All right.
All right, RJ, I'll go to you to pop your cherry.
My answer is going to be with a guitar, Elias.
Yes, it is absolutely Elias.
Who wants to walk with Elias?
I want to walk
Again,
with
this
him.
is
I
the
do.
warm-up. So these might get tougher.
Anything? Okay, on the board, they're not responding yet. So
No, not yet.
I wouldn't for that one.
Okay, number two. Chris Masters and a Sharpie.
What?
Chris Masters and a Sharpie.
I'm not very familiar with Chris Masters, so this is tough for me. I wasn't watching when he was around.
The masterpiece, Chris Masters.
No, I'm aware of all that.
And a Sharpie.
Yeah, and a Sharpie. You said that. Thank you. I'm gonna make a random guess.
All right.
I can't.
Stevie doesn't have a marker. Use the green side.
Yeah, I tried that.
There's other markers in there.
Yeah, there's like a shit ton.
There.
All right, what do you got over there?
Me,
RJ.
I'm gonna go with Jason Boredoms.
Yeah, and that's what Stevie's got too. So does the board. DP and Kingler got it. Perfect 11 guess Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas isn't dark enough for the Sharpie.
No.
All right, number
My
three.
black son.
This one's special just for you, RJ.
Oh, thank you.
Roman Reigns
Oh, yes.
and wrestling ability. Roman Reigns and wrestling ability. What do you get?
Boom, boom. Roman Reigns and wrestling ability.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go to you first, RJ.
To me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. The future Hall of Famer, Grand Slam champion, Roman fucking Reigns.
No, that's absolutely not right.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
said
about.
Roman Reigns and wrestling ability.
Exactly.
Stevie, what's your guess?
Dude, I have no idea. Bo Dallas.
No.
The fuck.
Let's see who on the board got it right. DP got it right. Kingler got it right. It's Samoa Joe.
Oh.
It's a Samoan that can wrestle. Honorable mention to Perfect 11.
And he's a Joe.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Perfect 11.
JoJo looks
honorable
like she's been
mention
eating
to
some
him.
Joes.
He gets The Rock.
Okay.
So he was half right.
Half right. Half black.
Yeah.
Half black.
Number 4, are you ready?
No.
Number 4. This one might be too easy. But anyway. Wednesday Addams and a Brillo pad.
Oh.
Wednesday Addams and a Brillo pad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's too easy. What do you got over there?
I got the Banshee that is known as Paige.
Yeah, what do
This
you got?
is
Steve's
my
got
house.
Paige.
Man.
I just, if you scrub too hard with a Brillo pad, that's what comes out.
God, she does not look good, man.
All right, we got 2.
I never thought she looked good.
Yeah, we only got 2 left.
All right.
Number 5. Paul London and Aladdin.
Paul London and Aladdin.
Yep. Paul London and Aladdin.
What
Perfect 11 and DP got the last one right.
What the ever-loving fuck?
Paul London and Aladdin.
I got this.
All right, Stevie, go.
Kurt Angle.
No. Who do you got over there?
In the words of the hyenas, Mustafa, Mustafa, Mustafa. Ha! Say it again. Mustafa, Mustafa, Mustafa.
That was Mufasa.
Ali?
Mustafa Ali. I'm playing the fucking word, man.
Yes, Kingler got it right. Perfect 11 got it right. DP got it right. It was Mustafa Ali. Final question. This is a wild card question. This can be anybody. Anybody on Earth.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Oh, I got to play the music.
James Ellsworth and Gilbert. James Ellsworth and Gilbert.
And they're on the show tonight.
James Ellsworth and Gilbert.
Wow. This is a little tough.
Yeah.
It's the final one.
All right, I'm going to have to just...
All right.
Michael Cole.
Michael Cole for Stevie. I got Michael Cole for DP. Perfect 11 on the board. Kingler says, Enzo, what's your guess, RJ?
I put Medine in the gym.
Medine in the gym. No, none of those are wrong. Buzz you all.
None of those are wrong?
Or none of those are right.
Yeah.
The correct answer is our executive producer.
I like that guy. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that your last one?
That was my last one.
Good.
Flush and wipe.
Way to shit on it at the end. Like, oh, this is fun, entertaining. Oh, then a dumb one. Whatever.
I'll try to do another trivia for tomorrow night if anyone wants to come back and play.
Tomorrow night, SmackDown. Following SmackDown 10:15 here on Twitch live. Don't forget Podbean, iTunes after the fact the next day.
And
hopefully, if not the day after.
And if you missed Brian tonight, he's going to be there tomorrow.
Right. And don't forget also the Bubba Radio Army every Sunday night, hopefully, because we didn't upload last week, so hopefully they didn't cancel us. BubbaArmyRadio.com is
Did
where
they even notify us that they missed us?
No.
So for all we know, I mean, we know that they're uploading it, but we don't know that they're actually airing it.
I got to get myself a reminder for that shit. All right, guys, that's our reaction review show here. Rawsome tonight. RJ Black here. We got Steve Austin with us, and Adam was doing his thing with us as well. We appreciate everybody who is on the board with us. Don't forget, markedoutwrestling.com is our website. You can join there or go there and see the stuff we put up. I don't know what it is. You can donate to us if you feel like it. If you don't, fuck it, don't. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the show tonight. Hopefully you enjoy the show tomorrow night. Hopefully Adam does not turn you away from all wrestling because he is so horribly bad at everything he does.
Thank you, board, for participating. And
Yeah.
I'm fucking gold, RJ.
Yes, and
I don't
thank you,
flip-flop
board.
like you do.
we want to say one more congrats to Stike Leather for his
Yes.
baby girl. Was it Ashley? Ashley Lynn?
Ashley Lynn Stike-Leather.
All right. How about that? Last name sucks, but everything else is good.
Thanks to Strata for calling in.
Yeah, thank you, Estrada, for calling in from L.A. Any final comments on the board before we close it up?
Enzo is a chia pet
Yep.
and a dying cheetah.
That's
That's the mix to him.
That's
I
a way
like
to
that.
That's a way to end the show, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, guys? Just remember, don't be a dick.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.